Let me ask you something. When you woke up this morning, did you feel ready? Or did you feel like you were already behind? Maybe your legs felt stiff. Maybe your stomach wasn't interested in food. Maybe your mind was foggy, your energy flat, and your motivation quiet. You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't mess up, but something inside you is off rhythm, and no amount of pushing through is going to fix it. Because here's the truth, you don't need more willpower. You need a rhythm your body can recognize again. And that starts with understanding one key shift: you're not fading. You're underfed and underactivated. Most men over 60 still try to force their body to respond the way it used to. They cut calories. They walk more. They skip meals thinking it'll help with weight. They avoid protein or fat because they're slowing down, but what if slowing down isn't the issue? What if your body isn't broken, it's just not getting the signal to perform anymore? You see, after 60, your body changes, but it doesn't stop working. It just needs a different fuel and fitness strategy. One that's built for slower digestion, lower testosterone, greater need for muscle activation, and more consistent blood flow. This isn't about eating like a bodybuilder or training like you're 30 again. This is about building a rhythm that makes sense now. In this video, I'm going to show you the ultimate food and fitness plan for men over 60 who still want to feel strong in the morning, clear in the mind, calm in the nerves, and steady in the body. You'll learn the 5-minute movement that keeps circulation sharp, the meals that protect your strength and brain, and the timing that unlocks energy without supplements or stress. Because your body isn't asking for more hustle. It's asking for better rhythm. And once you give it that, everything begins to respond. Let's begin with why the standard plan you've been told no longer works after 60. And why a new strategy, a smarter one, can bring your energy and strength back faster than you think. We'll go there next. If you're a man over 60 and you've tried to get back in shape, using the same advice you heard in your 40s or 50s, you already know the truth: it doesn't work the same way anymore. You eat better, but your belly stays the same. You go for walks, but your legs still feel heavy. You cut carbs, and now your brain feels slower. You skip meals, and end up crashing by 2 p.m. Sound familiar? It's not your fault. It's not about discipline. It's about biology and how your body's rhythm has changed. After 60, a few major shifts happen inside you. Small diamond testosterone drops, which means muscle doesn't rebuild as easily, and motivation fades faster. Small diamond protein synthesis slows, so even if you eat enough, your body absorbs less. Small diamond blood sugar becomes more sensitive. One carb-heavy meal can spike and crash your energy. Small diamond recovery takes longer. Inflammation sticks around, especially after poor sleep or stress. Small diamond movement patterns stiffen if you sit too long or don't activate your legs daily. You lose balance and strength faster than before. So what does that mean? It means you can't just move more and eat less anymore. You need to move smarter and eat strategically. Because your body still responds, but only when the signals are clear and consistent. Let me tell you about Mr. Jackson. He's 68, retired. Still walked every day, cut his calories, stayed off sugar. And yet, he came to me with shrinking muscle, rising blood pressure, and a foggy head every morning. He said, "Doc, I'm doing everything right. Why do I feel like I'm falling apart?" And the answer was simple: he was following a rhythm that no longer matched his biology. He needed protein early in the day, not skipped movement before sitting, not after meals that built testosterone, not drained at a reset in how he fueled his body, based on who he is now. And once we made that shift, within 2 weeks, he told me, "I'm not dragging anymore. I feel like I'm in control again." That's what this ultimate plan is about. It's not about chasing youth. It's about giving your current body exactly what it needs to function at its best. Fuel that works. Movement that makes sense. Rhythm you can actually follow, without burnout or guilt. So from here on out, we stop guessing. We stop forcing. And we start using a smarter sequence, mornings that restore testosterone. Midday movement that builds strength. Evening meals that improve sleep and recovery. Let's begin that sequence, with the first big shift most men never hear about, fueling your body the right way before 9 a.m. Because what you eat in the morning can change how your heart, brain, and hormones behave all day. We'll go there next. Let's start where most men skip, the first hour of your day. Because what happens between the time you open your eyes and the time you take your first bite has the power to shape your entire hormone profile for the day. And if you're over 60, this is when your body is most responsive, or most vulnerable. Here's what I see most men doing wrong: they skip breakfast. Or they have toast and coffee. Or they wait until lunch to eat anything meaningful. And guess what that does? It tanks testosterone. It spikes cortisol. It slows digestion. And it leads to energy crashes, brain fog, and poor recovery. All before noon. But when you fuel right before 9 a.m., you give your body exactly what it's missing: checkmark protein, to feed testosterone, muscles, and brain neurotransmitters; checkmark healthy fat, to stabilize energy and support hormones; checkmark hydration, to thin your blood, lubricate joints, and turn on digestion. Small diamond: what happens when you get this right? Your mind is clearer before coffee, your blood sugar stays steady until lunch, your muscles stay out of breakdown mode, your mood is calmer and more resilient, your body finally stops chasing energy, because it's fed. Checkmark the morning fuel plan, before 9 a.m., no heavy cooking. No big meal. Just simple combinations. Option 1. The hormone plate: 2 eggs, boiled, scrambled, or poached, 1/2 avocado, small bowl of berries, warm water with lemon. Option 2. The muscle bowl: plain Greek yogurt, 1 tablespoon chia seeds, handful of walnuts, dash of cinnamon or cocoa. Option 3. The recovery boost: 1/2 cup cottage cheese, 1 banana, 1 tablespoon almond butter, sprinkle of pumpkin seeds. And before all of it, start with 1 glass of warm water as soon as you wake up. That's your first real switch of the day. Leonard, 70 from Minnesota, told me, "I used to skip breakfast because I thought it would keep me light, but I was groggy, grumpy, and starving by 11. After just 5 days of eating protein plus fat before 9 a.m., he said, I didn't need a nap. I didn't crave sugar. I felt like I was in the driver's seat again." That's not coincidence. That's chemistry done right. So your move today is simple. Hydrate within 15 minutes of waking, eat 20 to 30 grams of protein within 60 minutes, include healthy fat for sustained energy, skip the sugar, skip the caffeine until after food, because this is the meal that tells your brain, your muscles, and your hormones, we're fed, we're safe, we're ready. And when you start the day with strength, you move differently. And that's exactly where we're headed next. Let's talk about the 5-minute movement circuit that wakes up your circulation, muscles, and mind, without ever needing a gym. Ready? You've given your body the right signal through food. Now it's time to give it the second half of the message: movement. But not just any movement. We're not chasing sweat. We're not burning calories. We're building signals that say, keep the blood flowing. Keep the muscle alive. Keep the heart strong. Because here's the truth, if you're over 60 and you're not moving daily, you're losing strength faster than you realize. Not because of aging, but because your body thinks you no longer need that strength. The good news? Just 5 to 7 minutes a day is enough to reverse that signal. Small diamond. Why this circuit works. These movements are designed to activate major muscle groups, improve circulation to your brain and extremities, train your balance and stability, stimulate testosterone and endorphins, reduce stiffness, tension, and fall risk, and it works without equipment, without stress, without needing a gym. Checkmark the strong heart circuit. Do this each morning, no warm-up needed. Just breathe and move with control. 1. Chair squats 10 reps. Sit back into a chair. Stand up without using your hands. Builds leg strength, supports hips, and improves circulation. 2. Wall push-ups 10 reps. Stand arm's length from a wall. Lower chest with control. Builds upper body strength, supports posture. 3. Calf raises 15 reps. Hold back of chair or wall. Lift heels. Squeeze calves. Activates lower legs and improves blood flow. 4. March in place 30 seconds. Lift knees to waist height. Swing arms gently. Gets heart rate up. Lubricates joints. 5. Balance hold 10 seconds per leg. Stand on one leg. Focus on a point. Builds ankle and core stability. Improves brain-body connection. That's it. 5 moves. You can do them anywhere: bedroom, kitchen, garage. David, 66 from Nevada, started doing this circuit while waiting for his coffee to brew. After just 1 week, he said, "Doc, my legs feel more alive. I'm walking up the stairs without grabbing the rail. And I'm breathing better. It's like my body woke up." That's what we're after. Not a workout. A wake-up call to your strength. So here's your challenge today. Do the strong heart circuit. Within 1 hour of waking, pair it with your morning fuel. Stay consistent for the next 5 days, because movement isn't just about muscles. It's about blood, brain, and confidence. And tomorrow, we'll move into the next pillar of this plan. What you eat midday to avoid the crash, fuel your brain, and keep inflammation low. You've made it through your morning strong. You hydrated. You fueled with protein. You moved with purpose. Now it's midday, and this is where most men over 60 lose their rhythm. Not because they stop caring, but because they crash. You know the feeling. Heavy eyelids around 2 p.m., foggy thinking, craving sugar or a nap, body feels slow, distracted, maybe even achy. This isn't about motivation. It's about fuel. And timing. The truth is, your lunch is not just a meal. It's a decision about how the second half of your day will go. Will your brain stay clear? Will your energy stay steady? Will your joints stay cool and pain-free? It all depends on your midday plate. Small diamond. Why midday crashes happen after 60? Insulin becomes more sensitive, so sugar spikes harder. Digestion slows down, so heavy meals hit harder. Cortisol dips, so you feel sleepy. Hydration is often ignored, so your brain fogs out. So we have to outsmart the crash by building a lunch that supports. Checkmark stable blood sugar. Checkmark easy digestion. Checkmark brain fuel. Checkmark anti-inflammatory nutrients. Checkmark the anti-crash plate formula. Think of this like a 3-part system. Protein, 3-5 ounces. Grilled chicken, salmon, lentils, turkey. Tofu supports muscle repair and stable energy. Slow carbs are fiber-rich veggies. Quinoa, brown rice, chickpeas, steamed broccoli. Greens feeds the gut and prevents blood sugar spikes. Healthy fat, olive oil, avocado, tahini, nuts fuels the brain and supports hormones. And of course, a tall glass of water before or during the meal. Here are 3 easy combos. Option 1, power bowl: grilled salmon, quinoa, steamed spinach, olive oil drizzle. Option 2, energy wrap: turkey or tofu wrap in whole grain tortilla, greens, shredded carrots, hummus, side of apple slices. Option 3, plant-based plate: lentils plus brown rice, roasted cauliflower, pumpkin seeds, handful of blueberries. Paul, 72 from Michigan, used to eat sandwiches and chips for lunch, quick and easy. But by 2:30 p.m., he felt like a zombie. He told me, "It's like my day ended after lunch." We switched him to the anti-crash plate. Within 1 week, he said, "Now I read a full chapter in the afternoon. I'm walking after lunch. I'm actually productive without needing a second coffee. That's not a diet. That's fuel that fits your system. So your assignment today: eat lunch between 11:30 a.m. and 1 p.m. Build it with protein, slow carbs, and fat. Skip the sugar, white bread, soda, and processed snacks. Drink a full glass of water with it and notice. Do you feel calm but alert after? Do you feel steady instead of sleepy? Because this plate isn't about restriction. It's about resilience. And tomorrow, we shift from food to the most overlooked part of fitness in men over 60, resistance. You're not lifting to impress. You're lifting to protect your bones, your balance, and your freedom. Let's talk about something most men over 60 avoid, but absolutely need: resistance. Not resistance as in hardship. Not pushing your limits. Not trying to lift like you did at 30. I'm talking about resistance as a message to your muscles, bones, hormones, and brain. A message that says, don't shrink. Don't give up. We still need this strength. Because here's the truth: muscle is communication. When you stop challenging your muscles, your body assumes you don't need them anymore. And what follows? Muscle loss, sarcopenia, lower testosterone, weaker bones, slower metabolism, increased risk of falls, and none of that is inevitable. Not if you give your body the right kind of resistance, 3 times a week. Small diamond: what resistance training really does after 60: builds and preserves lean muscle, supports joint stability and posture, increases natural testosterone production, improves insulin sensitivity, strengthens your heart and lungs, boosts confidence, presence, and vitality. You don't need a gym. You don't need weights. You need intention plus gravity. Checkmark resistance focus 3 days a week. Pick any 3 non-consecutive days, e.g. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. This is your strength from within routine. 1. Wall push-ups, 2 sets of 10, builds upper body strength and shoulder stability. 2. Chair squats, 2 sets of 10, strengthens glutes, hips, and thighs for daily movement. 3. Standing calf raises, 2 sets of 15, improves ankle stability and circulation. 4. Resistance band row, or towel pull, 2 sets of 10, supports posture and back strength. 5. Carry practice, 30 seconds, carry 1 to 2 grocery bags or water jugs, builds grip, core, and real-world strength. Rest 30 to 60 seconds between sets. Move slowly. Breathe deeply. Focus fully. Robert, 69, from New Mexico, hadn't done any exercise in over a year. He told me, "I thought resistance training was for younger guys. I didn't realize my legs were getting weaker until I tripped over a curb." He started this 3x per week plan. No gym. Just his living room. 3 weeks later, he said, "I feel taller. I carry the groceries again. I walk like I know where I'm going." That's resistance done right. Not punishment. Not performance. Just a conversation with your strength. And your strength said, "Thank you for coming back, so here's your move. Choose your 3 days, do the full routine, 10-15 minutes max, add it to your calendar like any other appointment, don't skip it, because skipping this is like skipping your freedom tomorrow. We take this rhythm into your evening again." Because dinner isn't just about food. It's a hormonal conversation. And most men are getting it wrong. Let's fix that next. If breakfast is your ignition switch and lunch is your fuel tank, then dinner is your landing gear. It's not just the last meal of the day. It's the meal that tells your body, it's safe to power down. Let's begin repair mode. But here's where most men over 60 get it wrong: they treat dinner like a reward. Big portions, heavy carbs, late-night snacks, and sometimes alcohol to relax. Sound familiar? It might feel good in the moment, but your body pays for it all night long, with poor sleep, inflammation, and hormonal chaos. Small diamond, why late or heavy dinners work against you. After 60, digestion slows. Your insulin response weakens. Your melatonin can be easily blocked. So when you eat a big or late dinner, you get shallow, fragmented sleep, midnight wake-ups, morning fog and stiffness, increased belly fat over time, less testosterone production overnight. In short, you're eating for survival, not for recovery. And your body knows the difference. But there's good news. You can flip this script, just by changing the timing and the texture of your dinner. This isn't about restriction. It's about rhythm. Checkmark the SMART dinner rules. 1. Eat before 7:30 p.m. Give your body at least 2 to 3 hours to digest before bed. This supports melatonin, deep sleep, and overnight repair. 2. Focus on protein first. 3 to 5 ounces of lean protein equals better muscle preservation, blood sugar control, fewer cravings options. Chicken, fish, tofu, lentils, eggs. 3. Add non-starchy veggies, steamed broccoli, spinach, zucchini, green beans, high in fiber, low in carbs, reduce inflammation and promote gut health. 4. Include healthy fat, in small amounts, olive oil, avocado, seeds, helps you feel full and supports hormone production. Avoid heavy starches, rice, pasta, bread, desserts and alcohol. Big portions right before sleep. Example dinner options. Option 1, light and amp. Satisfying, grilled chicken, steamed zucchini, olive oil drizzle, herbal tea. Option 2, plant-powered plate, lentil stew, sautéed spinach, 1/4 avocado. Water with lemon. Option 3, quick and clean, 2 boiled eggs, mixed greens, hummus, handful of berries. Walter, 73, from Illinois, used to eat dinner at 8:30 every night. Steak, potatoes, red wine, he earned it. But he kept waking up at 2 a.m. Tossing. Turning. Feeling drained in the morning. We moved his dinner to 6:30 p.m., lightened the meal, and prioritized protein. 2 weeks later, he said, I sleep through the night now. My face doesn't feel swollen in the morning. And I actually wake up hungry, in a good way. That's not magic. That's meal timing done right. So tonight, treat your dinner not like a party, but like a message. You're saying, I've done enough. I've fed myself wisely. Now I can rest, repair, and restore. And tomorrow, we finish strong, by fueling the last system most men forget to train, the mind. Your memory, your mood, your motivation, they all depend on food and movement, too. Let's close the loop next. You've moved your body. You've fed your strength. You've stretched your energy across the day. But there's one muscle that's been quietly watching everything, your brain. And as a man over 60, how your brain feels, sharp or foggy, calm or scattered, has just as much to do with your food and movement as your memory or age. Let's break a myth right now. Mental decline is not inevitable. What is inevitable? That your brain changes. But decline? That's optional. Because when you move the body with purpose, and feed the brain with what it truly needs, you don't just remember better. You feel present again. Focused. Clear. Engaged. Small diamond, why brain fog happens more after 60. Less blood flow equals less oxygen to the brain. Poor sleep equals incomplete memory processing. Blood sugar spikes equals attention crashes. Chronic stress equals shrinks hippocampus, your memory center. Lack of stimulation equals neural pathways weaken. But here's the good news. Your brain is still plastic. It responds to signals, just like your muscles do. You just need to give it the right fuel plus movement. Checkmark brain boosting nutrition. 1. Omega-3 fats found in fatty fish, salmon, sardines, flaxseed, walnuts. Benefits. Supports memory. Reduces inflammation in brain tissue. 2. Magnesium found in leafy greens, pumpkin seeds, almonds. Benefits. Calms the nervous system, improves sleep quality. 3. Berries found in Blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. Benefits: antioxidants that protect neurons and boost recall. 4. Hydration. Even a 1 to 2% drop in water can reduce attention and short-term memory. Aim for a glass of water every hour you're awake. Checkmark. Brain activating movement. You don't need brain games. You need body-based brain boosters. Try this daily. 1. Evening walk. 10 to 15 minutes increases circulation to brain, clears leftover cortisol from the day, stimulates neurotrophic factors that grow new connections. 2. Gentle coordination practice. March in place while tapping opposite shoulders. Toss a ball between hands while walking. Dance lightly to music for 3 minutes. Why? Because movement with complexity activates the prefrontal cortex, your decision-making, focus, and mood center. Luis, 74 from Florida, came to me worried about his memory. He said, "I keep forgetting names, what I was doing, where I put things. I'm afraid I'm slipping." We didn't send him to puzzles. We sent him to the kitchen and the sidewalk. Omega-3s, magnesium, hydration, and 10 minutes of movement a day. 3 weeks later, he told me, "It's not just that I remember better, I'm actually interested in things again." That's what a fed and activated brain feels like. It doesn't just think. It engages. So today, do this. Add 1 brain food to your lunch or dinner. Go for a short walk after your evening meal. Turn off the screen early and breathe in silence. Then tomorrow, see how clear the morning feels, because your brain, it's not slowing down. It's just waiting for real input. And you just gave it exactly that. Tomorrow, we bring everything together: your rhythm, your fuel, your strength, your rest, your clarity. This isn't a diet. This isn't a workout plan. This is your return to power. Let's land it together. You've just walked through something that most men never get. A complete system, built for your body now, not the one you had at 30. And maybe for the first time in years, you're starting to feel like your body is actually responding. Not resisting. Not shutting down. But waking back up. Because this was never about getting back in shape, it was about getting back in rhythm. Let's look at what you've done. You fueled your mornings with protein, fat, and hydration. You moved with intention, just enough to tell your heart and muscles, "I still need you." You rebuilt your strength without a gym, ego, or injury. You timed your meals to work with your hormones, not against them. You fed your brain, not just your belly. You reconnected to what matters, not in theory, but in motion. And now here you are, not perfect, not finished, but in rhythm again. Martin, 70 from Oregon, told me this after trying the full plan. "I used to think I needed a new body. But what I really needed was a better way to use the one I've got." And that's the truth for so many men. You don't need motivation. You need alignment. A clear plan. Simple actions. Daily signals your body still understands. This isn't a diet. This isn't a workout routine. This is a return to power. A return to trust. A return to rhythm. Because the most powerful man in the room is not the one who lifts the most, it's the one who knows how to listen to his body and move with confidence, clarity, and calm. That can be you. Starting now.